She used 100% of her brain. She transcended human existence. She became time itself. And then she left Morgan Freeman a USB drive and disappeared into the universe forever. That was 2014. And in 2026, Hollywood still cannot figure out what to do next. Lucy 2 does not officially exist. And the reason it does not officially exist is the most fascinating creative problem any sequel has ever faced, because Luc Besson made his protagonist into God by the end of the first film, and has spent 12 years staring at a blank page trying to figure out what God does in Chapter 2. Here is the full story, and it is wilder than the movie itself. The original Lucy, released in 2014, earned $469 million against a $40 million budget. One of the most profitable science fiction films of the decade made Scarlett Johansson a bankable action star. Before Marvel even knew what to do with her, and scored well enough critically that a sequel was immediately assumed. In 2015, EuropaCorp's CEO publicly stated that Besson had already written a script for Lucy 2. 1 week later, Besson went on Facebook and called it fake news in a statement so passionate it became its own news story. Then, in 2022, EuropaCorp announced a spin-off television series centered on Morgan Freeman's Professor Norman, following the professor after the events of the film, which would have been the most logical entry point into the Lucy universe. And then that show went completely silent, with no updates for 3 years. Meanwhile, fan-made concept trailers for Lucy 2, featuring Scarlett Johansson, have been accumulating hundreds of thousands of views, and Johansson herself now producing her own projects through her production company. These pictures has never officially ruled out a return. The problem is not money. The problem is not desire. The problem is the ending. Lucy became everything. She became all of time and space simultaneously. How do you write a second act for someone who is already everywhere? Luc Besson said it himself. He genuinely does not know how to make a sequel. And there is something deeply poetic about the most intelligent character ever put on screen, creating a creative problem that no human brain has been able to solve, even using 100% of it.